Josh Groban, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for having me.
31, soon to be 32.
That's right.
We don't usually introduce our guests by their age, but it's your birthday week.
It is my birthday week, yeah. I'm flying to Paris tonight, and I will be there for my birthday.
Okay, how will you celebrate it?
You know, I don't know. I mean, birthdays are always... I'm not a big celebrator of birthdays. I always have to kind of be forced into a dinner or something like that. So I'll be in France, so probably some good wine.
31, 32, it always reminds me of a primary school teacher age.
Okay.
You're dressed like a primary school teacher.
I am. I'm doing the kind of the teacher chic thing tonight. Yes. My cardi.
You have a cardi on.
Yeah.
And your studious glasses on.
I guess I do. I guess that's true.
You could definitely be a school teacher.
I suppose when I know it's radio, I can put on my Mr. Rogers outfit. Yeah. No, I guess I could start teaching. Sure.
Yeah.
If it pleases you.
If it pleases you. I was watching you on with Graham Norton. You know he's Irish. He's from Cork.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah. He loves you.
I love him.
Yeah. Well, he loves you in a different way. I think.
Well, yeah, probably so. I'll give you that one.
Yep.
He's great. He's always kind of given me wonderful opportunities to be on a show. And as a singer, you usually are kind of relegated to the last 3.5 minutes of a program. And for Graham to have me on to chat, for the whole show is great.
But
for sure.
Isn't that testimony to your ability to chat?
I suppose so, but having the ability and given the opportunity are different things.
Yes, So not a lot of singers. Some singers are quite boring. They speak through their singing.
Well, all they do is warm up all day and just think about their voice. And yes, that's true. I've always been kind of a bit of a goofball. So when I got into singing and I realized that I had kind of a dramatic voice, I thought to myself, all right, well, this is going to work really well for me in some ways. But then, nobody's ever going to want to talk to me because I'm going to just be staring down people from billboards somewhere, and it's always going to look very dramatic. But,
because as you say, how was your voice classified in sort of serious music terms?
I don't know. I'm classically trained. Trained, but I would say that the music that I record is a kind of traditional pop. But
if you were singing a classical piece,
I'm a baritone.
A baritone,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm a baritone.
You're a baritone, right?
I'm a high lyric baritone.
Right. And when you were being classically trained, you're obviously a teenager.
Yes.
Were you slagged? Were you?
It's not the cool thing to do in school, So, and I was a bit of a late bloomer. So at like 13, I was still, I was a pretty boy soprano.
Walking in the air was still,
walking in the air, yeah. And so when I was 15 or 16 years old, I started to take it seriously, and then I was signed at 17. So, I was, very much a student when I was having to be a professional. So it was, I kept it hidden. Yeah. I wanted to play sports.
Yeah. And then in your early 20s, then you were on featured on Ally McBeal.
I was, yeah. That was kind of a big break.
And that's when the world knew about Josh Groban.
I still get stopped about that episode, and I didn't know that it would air worldwide. I get stopped in Dublin because of that episode. I mean, it's incredible. But it was a great opportunity because my music was not the kind of thing that maybe would be played on MTV or something like that. To have an episode where you would have a storyline and basically your own kind of half an hour music video to tell the story and to get people invested in the story and then to sing a song from the new record. You can't ask for more than that.
And it was sort of brilliant for your fan base as well because,
I didn't have a fan base at that point.
But like Ally McBeal was brilliant, was huge with women.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, and Robert Downey Jr. was on the show and it was really during the heyday of that show when they had me on but no, people were calling and asking who's the singer who sang for that actor? It's all me.
And did you, because there's a big talk about that now with Les Miserables.
Yes.
That they actually sang on set.
Fabulous pronunciation.
Yes. Merci beaucoup.
Les Miserables.
Monsieur Groban. So did you sing? You sang on set then on Ally McBeal, or did you put it down and then?
No, I didn't sing on set.
No.
Those I don't know that the way that Tom Hooper did that movie is kind of new to on screen kind of music.
Because usually what happens is. You talk us through it. Usually what would happen in a musical.
Yeah. Well, in a musical on stage, you're singing live on stage.
In a musical movie.
In a musical movie, you're pre-recording all the tracks, and you're basically recording the movie like you would a music video, which is that you're miming on screen and just doing it to the track. And he had everybody sing live on set, which worked really well for some people and worked maybe not so well for others.
Like who? Go on. They don't listen to the show.
There's a sixth chorus member named Hugh.
All right.
Didn't work for him. I heard that flat note. Awful.
Are you one of those people? Because I'm constantly, because I saw this recently as well somewhere. Where was I? I was watching a choir or something, and the person who's conducting could pick out the person in the back row of 40 people saying that they weren't singing in tune. Can you do that?
I probably could if I decided to be miserable about music, but I really, if I'm invested in a performance, live is live. I certainly know that from having to sing this early in the morning in a few minutes.
But like, hats off to you, because a lot of people refuse to come in before midday.
No, it's a challenge.
Yeah. All right.
I like it. No, absolutely. Okay. Yeah. You can have Guinness for breakfast, right?
Well, I don't know. So this could be car crash. That's great.
Yeah. Could be. That's why people tune in, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Good.
And obviously the Irish connections. I don't know where we're going there, but we'll go off to the Irish connections.
Sure.
Because You Raise Me Up, written by an Irishman.
Yeah.
Galileo.
Yeah, Declan
O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Have you met Declan?
Oh yeah. Every time I'm in Dublin, Declan and I get a pint and we just have a great time. He came and visited me in New York not too long ago. He's a super guy and an amazingly talented writer.
What a lovely song.
It's amazing. It's one of my favorite songs that I've ever recorded.
Yeah.
I've always felt a real connection to Irish music and I ever since I was a kid, my big high school trip that I wanted to take was to Dublin. So my parents were nice enough to take me here, and I started listening to the music here.
And what age were you?
I was maybe 14, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did the connection come from then? Where was it, watching movies?
I don't know. I think it started, as things started to trickle into the States, with Riverdance and things like that.
Right.
We as a teenager, you start getting interested in those songs. But I started listening to Davy Spillane. I started listening to all those guys. And once I got out here and started making music of my own, I guess some of those influences just kind of started to come in, and the writers started to make their way onto my records.
Because if you were cynical, you would say, oh, he's just he wants to sell a few albums in Ireland, so he's put a couple of Irish songs on. But that's not it at all. I'd say compared to your worldwide sales, the amount of CDs you sell in Ireland, minuscule percentage wise.
It's because I love it. Truly,
yes,
it's because I love the music.
2 Irish songs, and you're going to sing both of them.
Yeah. I thought as long as I'm here, might as well sing the 2 Irish ones.
So Falling Slowly, the Oscar-winning song.
Glenn Hansard is such a lovely guy, and that song, I basically wanted to sing that song since I first heard it.
Right.
And then She Moved Through the Fair, which is a wonderful.
Just on the Oscars, you've performed at the Oscars.
I did, yeah.
You call it a telecast, we call it a program.
Yeah. Okay.
So quaint, you Americans, with your words.
Yeah, TV show.
TV show.
Yeah.
What is it like? What is it like to involve in
it's very stiff. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's sweating in their tuxedos. It's very glamorous on TV, but when you're in the room, it's all very close. Air conditioning is hit and miss. Everybody is either on cloud nine that they've won, or miserable that they didn't, or miserable that they weren't nominated and there anyway. And if you're performing, you're just kind of in this room of very frenetic energy.
Yeah.
Still very warm. And you just try to forget that there's a billion people watching.
And you're performing Beyonce.
Yeah, well, at that point, I was singing a song that was nominated for an Oscar called Believe from this movie, The Polar Express, and Beyonce was kind of the chanteuse du jour on that show, and I don't know, is that even French? I guess.
I don't know. The woman of the day, is that it?
Yeah, sure. Singer
of the day, right.
So they had her on to sing basically every song.
Oh, right.
And so they said, hey, why don't we do this as a duet? So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd love to. So we got to sing that as a duet.
Did she have somebody with every song? I don't remember that year.
I got to sing that song as a duet, and I think she sang the rest of them solo.
Solo, right? Okay. So. What's she like up close?
Beautiful, gorgeous.
That's so stupid.
Smells immaculate.
I was going to ask that question. I thought, no, I'll stop myself.
I don't know if she had her own perfume on. I don't know at that point if she had made her own perfume, but she just smelled just wonderful.
I don't know, because that's what fascinates me about people. I ask that question of people. If somebody says I met George Clooney, I would ask, what does he smell like? And I was about to ask you, what does Beyonce smell like? But I thought, no. So there, you answered it before
magic,
I asked it.
Like magic and baby tears.
Right. Okay. So you're going to sing She Moves Through the Fair first, is it? Or
no, I'm going to sing She Moves Through the Fair. Yeah.
First, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we'll take a commercial break. We'll let you go in next door and get yourself ready, and we'll listen to you sing it then. Josh, thanks for the moment. Thank you.
The Ray Darcy Show on today.
Now, Josh has made his way in next door. Just before you sing for us, Josh, some texts in from our listeners. Ask Josh when he's doing another concert here. That's, I have it here, 23rd of June in the O2. Tickets go on sale this Friday. Okay.
Yes.
That's all correct. Can I marry him? Says somebody else.
Yes.
My Aunt Terry is Josh's biggest fan. Would you ask him to say hi to her?
I'll marry her too.
Right. It's Terry Torfey, and she's currently glued to the radio in work. So
Terry Torfey and your glue, I say hello to you.
Very good. I've seen Josh on Graham Norton a few times. Seems like such a down-to-earth guy and great crack. Good voice too. And
that's a new phrase I've learned, by the way. Great crack.
Yes, CRAIC. You have to be careful.
I like that. Yeah.
You have to be careful.
I'm going to take that back to the States. It may not go over as well.
Right. Thank Josh for his music when you're speaking to him. That's a long-time fan. Anne.
Thank you.
And on my hen night when I arrived at my hotel room, there was a picture of Josh Groban on my bed with an apology that he couldn't be there. My friend had left it there as she knows he is my weakness. And what a special surprise. I play Josh every day in the car. Met him after his first Irish concert. What a charming gentleman. He inspired me to go back to singing. Happy birthday, John and Cork.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. I always like when people are inspired to sing.
After they hear you.
That's great. And that was me, actually, who left the picture on her bed. So I am the friend.
Yes. All That Echoes is the new album. And from that, Josh Groban and She Moved Through the Fair.
Said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. She went from me, and this she did say, it will not be long till our wedding day. Last night that my own love came in. She came in so sweetly. Her feet made no din. She came close beside me, and this she did say, it will not
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
And live.
Very live.
Great version of that song. Reminds me of Michael Collins. You know that Sinead O'Connor did a version of that song on the soundtrack to Michael Collins.
One of the first versions of that song that I heard was hers.
Yeah, and somebody's suggesting beautiful version of Move Through the Fair. Would love to hear Josh do a duet with Sinead O'Connor.
I'd be honoured.
Maybe she's listening.
Maybe she is. You just played her new song, which is also beautiful.
Yes. Well, that's her fourth in Vine is, but I don't know. Just Google Josh. He's gorgeous. And what a voice. Can I marry him too?
Yes.
Says Catherine.
Yes.
What's this? You call them a harem, isn't it? You just
we can. I'm sure we can find a place where that will all work just nicely.
Yeah. Josh is amazing. I was expecting an Irish song in an American accent to be crap, but it's perfect.
That's the best compliment of the morning. That's awesome.
And that's the song my wife walked up the aisle to. Great rendition, says Peter O'Brien Gleason. And Jay's Goosebumps already, and I'm a guy. Beautiful rendition.
That's nice.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
And I love Josh Groban. I had his version of The Prayer at my wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Can you get him to say my name? That sounds a bit odd. Emma Burrows.
Emma Burrows.
Oh, no. She's going to play that over and over again now.
The whole thing felt creepy, so I thought I'd just go there.
Please don't read out my name, but I'm living in Aberdeen and I'm in work with my headphones on listening to You Moved Through the Fair. It's making me very homesick. I love the show, by the way, and Josh.
Emma Burrows.
That is my mother's favourite song. She will be dead 8 years this year. Lung cancer. I miss her and wish she was here to hear that movie rendition of a beautiful song. Says Diane, and that's unreal. What a voice. Thanks. Brian in the big rig. And happy birthday, Josh. Wonderful version of the song. We will be married 14 years this September. Great. That's not you and them. That's herself and you. That sounds like
amazing.
I'm your number one fan. I walked up the aisle to that song. Big shout out to hubby. Cheers, Joe.
Thank you. This is Ego Boost FM.
Yes,
fantastic.
It is,
This is wonderful.
Well, stay for more Ego Boosting.
I'd be thrilled to.
You're going to sing Falling Slowly to sing us out at the end of the show today. For the moment, Josh and team, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Quick commercial break.
The Ray Darcy Show on Today FM.